Hello, a very warm welcome to Berlin. Good morning. Under Secretary Olderbaum, Principal Secretary Gupta, State Secretary Nussbaum, Mr. Käser, Mr. Schweitzer, Mr. Neumann, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to extend a warm welcome to everyone attending the Asia-Pacific Week 2019 in Berlin. Since 1997, the APW has been the most important platform in Germany for dialogue and cooperation with Asian partners from the spheres of business, culture, academia, and politics. In the words of Federal President Frank-Walter Steinmeier, I invite you to join us for the manifold conferences of our Asia-Europe Dialogue on Innovation. Our impressions of Asia are dominated by uncertainties, including the results of several recent elections. We hope to see strong democracies, the rule of law, economic growth, innovation, and more cooperation with Europe, and should be conscious of permanent threats to our peaceful collaboration at the same time. We could still be on the brink of a trade war between the USA and the People's Republic of China, and most probably the economic interests of Germany and the European Union would suffer as a result. China's President Xi has a clear vision of the future of his country in 2025 at an economic, technological, and global level. The plan is to catch up with Europe and the United States. On the other hand, we are concerned about an economic weakness of the People's Republic of China. Business and politics in Europe and in Berlin have many questions regarding China. Do we have to protect our future technologies against China's innovation strategy? Do we need big industrial players and a stronger national or European industrial policy? Or should we define better and reinforce our innovation strength, our competitive advantages to keep our technological lead where it still seems to be possible? As we witness more and more strong innovative forces all over Asia, an innovative fortress Europe might not be the right answer. It bears the risk of falling behind globally instead of keeping ahead in research and innovation. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the Asia-Pacific Week Berlin offers a forum for dealing with these topics, discussing trends, chances, and challenges. It aims at enhancing cooperation between partners in Europe and Asia, establishing trust and confidence in times of uncertainty. This year's Asia-Pacific Week focused on innovation, a crucial subject for understanding and sustainable cooperation. We are aware of an accelerating shift of innovation from the US and Europe to Asia, and we see a boom of digital applications and the emerge of growing and flourishing startup ecosystems. Digital applications in communication and commerce are very common for most people in Asia. E-commerce is booming, even on remote islands of the Philippines or Indonesia. E-payment is popular in most countries of East Asia. Huge amounts of data are being collected in China, a source also of social rating, of political control, and at the same time useful for manifold applications of artificial intelligence. The digital transformation has expanded into unexpected fields and enabled a surprising spectrum of new cases in economics, science, and society. The Internet of Things, IoT, artificial intelligence, AI, and robotics revolutionize production processes and job markets. Big data and blockchain are shaking up the financial economy, the energy and health sectors, and the Internet as a whole. It is evident that our world finds itself at a time of accelerated change. But where will it lead to? What drives and what kills innovation? Are we replacing ourselves with superhumans, Homo sapiens with Homo Deus, like a famous book says, through our use of AI? Which are the ethical boundaries of digital transformation? Will digitization spoil the future of developing countries by destroying their relevant jobs, or will it help them leapfrog into a wealthy post-industrial age? Is Germany losing ground in a global competition for innovative key technologies? These are just a few of the many questions we have to raise in business, politics, and society in a European-Asian dialogue during the next days. We see huge differences in approaches towards innovation in Europe and Asia. I am convinced that these different experiences are a fruitful source for cooperation, but we have also a common duty to find the right answers to these questions for our future. Berlin is prepared for this cooperation with its high ethical standards and renewed innovation strategy. I have to drink some water. Because it's important about Berlin. With our excellent scientific and research institutions, with our dynamic companies and strong cooperation structures, the capital region is already a leading innovation hub in Europe. As a young, innovative and international city with growing and English-speaking startup ecosystem, Berlin is a strong partner for Asia in the center of the European Union. The need for international cooperation is quite obvious for startups, since a single powerful local ecosystem will not shape the future. The future will be shaped by an intelligent global network of startup ecosystems with intercontinental access to finance, to markets, to talents, innovation, infrastructure, and strategic partners. Berlin is helping to create this intercontinental network with initiatives like Startup Asia Berlin and the Asia Pacific Week. With Startup Asia Berlin, we have developed activities in our partner hubs in Asia, including roadshows to Bangalore, Delhi, Manila, Jakarta, Singapore, Beijing, Shenzhen, and Hong Kong, offering tremendous collaboration opportunities for startups, for investors, talents, and corporates. With the Asia Pacific Week, and especially tomorrow's Connecting Startup Cities Conference, we have created a forum for these partners in Berlin. This year's Embassies Day will show events of 11 embassies and the enormous interest of our Asian partners in the fields of innovation and startups. On Thursday, for the first time ever, we'll offer startups from Asia and Berlin the chance to cooperate with corporates, including our sponsors Siemens, SAP, and Daimler. The conference will be co-hosted by Siemens in its new startup space A32, a first step toward the future innovation space Siemensstadt 2.0. Thank you, Mr. Kaiser and Mr. Neike, for providing this unique opportunity. Even after 22 years of existence of the Asia Pacific Week is still wide open for new initiatives, and it is a forum for sustainable cooperation with rising and promising startup cities in Asia. This type of cooperation will ensure the future growth of the Berlin economy through an active participation in the innovative activities in Asia. Finally, I would like to thank our strong partners in Germany and Asia for making the complex project of the Asia Pacific Week possible. I would like to start with our strategic partner, the Asia Pacific Forum Berlin, and its recently elected President Klaus Neumann, who is based in Shanghai as a global head of SAP Labs. The APFB serves as a branch office of the APW, organizes the Embassy Day, and coordinates the cultural program. Thanks to our host, Erich Schweitzer, and the DIHK, we can start the Asia Pacific Week again in the House of the German Business at the riverside of the Spree. And thank you for the sunny weather. I would like to thank Joe Kaiser for joining us as the chairman of the Asia Pacific Committee of German Business and CEO of Siemens, one of our 3 main sponsors. Of course, I would like to thank the other main sponsors, Daimler and SAP, who have been supporting us for many years here. Under Secretary Aldaba, thank you very much for representing the Philippines, which will attend the Asia Pacific Week with one of the strongest delegations of investors and startups from a country which might not have been on the map of many startups in Berlin yet. And I'm happy to welcome also Principal Secretary Gupta from Karnataka, who is representing 4 delegations from India. He is heading a governmental delegation, including startups from Karnataka. We also greet a delegation of Big Sun, an initiative of the German Consul General with Bangalore-based German corporates and Indian startups. Thank you, Ms. Helwig-Böte, for your strong support of our startup cooperation. And for the first time, we will host 2 delegations of and 4 female founders from India within our initiative Startup Asia Berlin, which is focusing on female entrepreneurship in Berlin and India, a joint project with the GIZ. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very curious to learn more about the innovation strategies and startup ecosystem in Asia and its specific business environment. I'm especially interested to hear the Asian perspectives on innovation by the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka and the Undersecretary for Competitiveness and Innovation of the Philippines, the keynote of Joe Kaiser and the closing remarks of Klaus Neumann. I wish you many fruitful exchanges at the Asia Pacific Week and a long-lasting cooperation for the future. Thank you very much.